Good morning. We are on the road and we're heading up to Glens Falls, which is about 55 minutes from our house, and we're going to hopefully check out a yarn store that is closing today. Today is supposed to be her last day and supposedly everything's 50% off. So we just decided today was a really good day to go on a drive. The house has gotten picked up partly because of our party, and then the kids really worked hard this morning at finishing up the upstairs, and we decided we wanted to go and do something fun today. Someone has fallen asleep. That's good. That's progress.
So she can fall asleep in a car. If we go on vacation, that will be very handy.
Yes, she screamed a lot last couple times we've gone in the car. But she's sleeping now. On the way to our yard store, we passed a sign that said kids consignment sale today, 9 to 3. So we decided we were just going to go on a wild goose chase and follow the sign. So how many miles have we gone? About 4?
We drove several miles in the direction we were going to go anyway. And then we had to turn. And we maybe gone, what, 2 miles on that direction? So if we don't see it soon, we're going to have to turn around.
But hey, it's fun. It's a wild goose chase. And
we might end up in another state.
Right. It's an adventure. We have another sign here, and it says straight ahead.
Notice they've carefully avoided distances.
Yeah. Now we turn this way. We're heading to Hudson Falls. Oh, that's cool.
You want it? I bet you can get it pretty cheap.
All right, we found it. Interesting place. Pony rides. Oh, it's like a huge fair. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna go to this art.
Wow.
This looks scary.
It does look scary.
Wow, lots of stuff, but lots of people. We decided we're not gonna go just from the sheer amount of cars and traffic here. This is not the place I want to go with all of the kids. And I mean, I was hoping it was just like a little daycare consignment shop, not this huge thing. So we're not going to. It was a fun adventure, but we're not gonna go in.
Turns out we didn't go out of the way that far. Janelle is telling me where we are and where we're going.
We're right here.
Okay.
We're going to go across into Hudson Falls. Then we'll take 254 back right into Glens Falls. Here's Lawrence Street. This is where we want to go.
Right on
so
the
we'll
river.
Just stay on this main drag.
Okay.
Otherwise, we have to go back in this way.
Okay, got it.
And I don't think we want to do that. I mean, we can if you want.
Now we'll go along the river. That looks like a nice drive. We found it. It's in the old shirt factory. I don't know where, but somewhere in there it is. We're headed in. We don't know what we're going to find. Looks like no yarn store. Janelle said she found it. Where is it?
There's a window right there. It says yarn.
No, I don't see it. Let's see.
Look down. Fourth window. Second row.
See it now, Pete?
There it is, the Yarn Angel. If that's the only sign they have in the window, I can see why they went out of business. They're not easy to find. As everybody tentatively walks in, not knowing what to do.
Is this the shirt factory?
There it is.
You like that?
You find anything good?
Oh, there's always lots of good stuff.
Oh, no. Mary likes the owl.
There's the shoes for babies.
Yeah.
Now, Peter needs to go to the bathroom, and Mommy is looking at needles. Bye, Pete. I guess. And well, I'm just not looking because I don't like yarn. Lydia, do you like looking at yarn?
The old shirt factory burned down.
You're standing in it, so I doubt it burned down.
Look at.
What's that? There may have been a fire. Oh, there was the big fire. He said, "We are a little unfortunate, but don't worry. We will be in business again in 10 days. So, Peter, I guess it did burn down, but they must have rebuilt it because we're standing in it. There's an old sewing machine.
Come on, let's go over here.
Oh, there it is. It's closed its doors.
1996.
1996?
Yep.
That wasn't that long ago. After 103 years, the shirt company closed down. What? What are we looking at? Oh, you like that? Oh, the bugs. Oh, okay, they have this sewing machine here. What does Lydia look at? She looks at the bugs in the window. They're box elder bugs. That's what they are.
Why is there so many bugs in here?
I guess they got in and they can't get out.
Wow, tons of them.
And there are all the people working hard at making their shirts and stuff. That's what it looked like in 1939. And there's a guy that tells you all the different shirt sizes or something.
It's the acupuncturist stuff.
Oh, look at this. There's a guy here that tells you all to where to poke people for acupuncture. Never seen that before.
Oh, that would hurt. That would hurt right there.
Oh yeah, you don't like that one?
No.
I don't think I'd want to get poked.
That would hurt. Right under the nose.
Peter.
That would hurt in your belly. In your belly button. Yeah.
You wouldn't like that? No, I don't think I'd want that either. He's looking at stuff. This is hilarious. Unfortunately, by the time Rupert's mother had finished knitting his outfit, the war was over. That's hilarious.
What's so funny about it?
It's hilarious. His outfit is funny. Mary likes the fishy and the lamb. Finding anything?
I haven't found anything out.
No.
Pick it up gently. Yeah. You don't want it to unwind or get knots in it or pulls. Okay, here we go. Some for you. Some for you.
Janelle's pulling up the pattern she wants.
What's wrong, sweetheart?
We'll come back later and get the rest of them that aren't available, or that, oh. Oh, Mary. We're all packed in nice and tight with our yarn.
It's
And
good
the
cushion.
trunk is full too.
Dad, it's good cushioning if we get in an accident.
Right.
Hopefully we don't.
We're having a mini lunch in the car before we go into the library. I had a lot of fun at the Yarn Angel and we got a lot of good yarn. I'm going to be going through it and selling some of it because I want to try to recoup as much of the money that I spent as I can, and then hopefully pretty much break even, and then everything else, the rest of the yarn that I like will just sort of support my habit.
Right. Here's the library, and this is the best library around here, at least that I know of. Peter found the digger books. John's looking up the books about birds.
That's there. It was just around the army.
That's right.
Right here. What is that?
Grace needed to stretch, so Grace is out of Mommy's backpack, and she's looking at a book.
What did you get, Mary?
This one?
What does it say? It says keeping clean. How appropriate for you.
Right.
I got four.
Oh, and Lydia got 4 books. Okay, now it's Daddy's turn to get some books. It's no small feat taking all of the kids to the library here and trying to keep everybody happy. Okay, Charity needs some help here. We've got too big of a pile. Here we are with all our books.
Mommy, it beeped at me too.
It beeped at you too?
Why didn't it beep at John?
Well, John doesn't have anything in his pile that wasn't checked out. It's rather challenging to take 6 kids and yourself when we all want to go to the library and we all want books, and we have little sleepy kids like this one back here.
I love the library, but that was very stressful.
Yes, extremely stressful.
I think our problem was we wore the kids out, then we took them to the library.
Yeah.
I think we need to take the kids to the library and then wear them out.
A couple days ago, we posted the video about would you eat turkey roadkill? And we're driving home on a busy highway, and all of a sudden this big bird bird goes flying across the northway, and it looked like it was.
And there's another bird up there. It looks like a buzzard.
Yeah, it looked like it was having a serious problem flying, and so it flew up, and then it just kind of hovered here, and looked like it wasn't going to make it, and then it just went over to the other side of the road. It almost got hit by a semi, and as we were looking, it was a turkey.
Yeah, it looked like it was trying to avoid the semi, so it was flying along, and then it like went straight up.
And I mean, turkeys cannot fly well, and they're definitely not graceful. But I thought that was so funny after our conversation about would you eat turkey roadkill, and then this turkey almost gets hit in front of us. That's twice in 2 weeks, Art.
I know.
What's up with that?
Oh yeah, we might be eating turkey.
You might be eating turkey before you
Sometime
know it. I said to her, I could see us emptying out the garbage bags of yarn that we have, stuffing it in between the seats, then putting the turkey inside the garbage bag in between Art and me. As we're driving home, we have dead turkey roadkill between us.
Yeah, who wants to hold the turkey? That would be good. We didn't get a video of this well, you'll find out why once we tell you the story. We're at the library and we're checking out, and you know, I was doing pretty good today. The kids weren't like perfect, but well, they aren't perfect at home either. So, you know, things were about what they'd be like at home. So, you know, life is good. We went on a 2-hour car trip and life is good. But then we went to check out at the...
Oh, sorry. I'm really tired.
Then we went to check out at the library.
And they had this really neat system where you can either scan the barcodes or you can just place them on top of these pads, and it automatically recognizes which books are in the pile. Well, all was going well. I wasn't going to put them on the pad. I was going to scan them individually because we had a ton of books.
Probably about 40.
40 books. And so it just was better to scan them and make sure that I knew that everything got checked out. Well, one of the librarians came over and she's like, oh no, just put the whole stack on the pad. So we put the stack on the pad, and then all of a sudden some of the books weren't registering. Some of the books were. I couldn't tell which one. I had Lydia throwing books at me. I had Peter throwing books at me. John throwing at books. But then
Mary's wandering, so I have to go grab Mary and hold her hand.
Right, and then one of the books is registering that it should be checked in, and we're trying to figure this out. And the librarian says, "Oh no, you don't have to scan the book." And it was crazy.
Yeah. And John and Lydia are touching everything.
And
touch.
We finally get through that system. We go down the stairs and we're heading out the doors, and they have those scanners to recognize if you're stealing books. And 3 out of the 5 people went through the scanners, and the alarms went off.
That wasn't 4 out of 5. I think John was the only successful person.
It was just like, you have to be kidding me. So I walked back into the lady, said, oh, if the lady helped you upstairs, the librarian helped you check them out, you're all set, you can just go out. And I said to her, I think there are many of those books that did not get checked out because that stack of books the lady said to stick on the thing would pick them up, and I don't think it picked it up. But it was hair-raising, and after that I was like, just take me home.
Janelle and Charity are checking out their goodies.
These are just the accessories, and these are the ones that there's really not much that I need here. So I'm hoping to make most of my money back on these items right here, which are the accessories, primarily knitting needles. Watch where you stop, Bart. And hopefully this will get us our money back, and then the rest is just spare change. And at that point, as long as I earn my money back, I'm a happy person. And then, you know, I don't have to feel like there's such a push to get rid of it because I've made my money back. If I want to make more money, I can, or I just supported my habit for free. You know, I had a little time and effort. Sometimes you just feel like being bad. It's been a long day, and I made a brownie and a mug treat for Art and me. Yeah, that's right, Grandma, right?
Correct.
Art, for me. Got it. Woohoo! And we're going to sit down and watch a movie and call it a night. So thanks so much for coming along on our adventuresome day.
It was pretty adventuresome.
All I can say is be glad you weren't riding in the car with us.
Right.
So we'll see you for our next vlog. Don't
No,
forget.
it actually wasn't the ride in the car that was bad. Well, maybe it was for you. But it wasn't that bad, I didn't think.
It wasn't bad. It just, the library kind of put us over the edge. And I'm just...
It wasn't the library, it was the checking out at the library that really did me in.
Yeah, so...
But anyway.
Just a long day. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and we'll see you for our next vlog. Good night.